Amen.
In the 1920s, the first television came out. It was all black and white. Advertisements flew in blue. I'm sure there were lots of cars with the introduction of hot rods and downtown. 1930s, frying pan became the first electric guitar, and it took the music industry so far. Like a true rock star, Elvis Presley raised the bars, as girls around the world lined up from dusk to dawn. 1940s, microwaves were invented, a paradise for the wealthy. For $5,000, it reduced food waste and provided fresher meals. The epitome of time efficiency and too lazy to reheat food on the stove. 1950s, electric washing machines became the greatest Cinderella of all time. With wheels, the portable princess was available in every household. 1960s, science fiction turned into facts as Neil Armstrong and Apollo 11 showed us our future heaven. With his first steps in the cosmos, he said I love you to the moon and back, but in videos. 1970s, the birth of a talking brick known as the Motorola 8000X. It connected girlfriends and exes because respect simply became too complex. 1980s, I don't expect to live more than a few days, but hope that it will save lives someday, said Bonnie Clark, who volunteered to get an artificial heart. 1990s and 2000s, from Photoshop in the 80s to Adobe in the 90s, from red apples and iPhones to Bluetooth and YouTube. So how was it? Not too bad, right? Then let's do it again. In the blink of an eye, it's 2120. Televisions are no longer needed. Touch screens became touchless as humans touched less. Music is not in use because humans are confused. Microwaves are artifacts, while nutrition pills are the new ordinary. All Cinderellas have fake hearts, and it marks a new start, because there's not just one for every prince, but a 1+1 deal. The human form is replaced with bitterly brutal batteries that last for centuries, whereas augmented reality is the new fantasy because Romeo and Juliet belong in different stories. Biometrics and electrics, isolation is seen as majestic. Children are lacking imagination because of increased media consumption. Employment is a foreign concept because artificial intelligence has taken over, and humans are pushovers because we burn trees to use energy as we please, generating electricity for our technology, causing rising degrees in the plastic sea, and gray clouds in a world that's not free. Wait a minute, it's all in black and white again. Earth is in extreme agony because of 1,000-floor balconies. Just like Adam and Eve, I can't breathe because the commonality in this abnormality is that our universe has fallen into a great tragedy. Look at the first steps on the moon. People aren't living happily, so as a strategy, we're moving to another planet to escape the aliens on our planet. But hopefully it all doesn't turn into a great catastrophe because I'm scared.
Our next video is by Maya from New Media 10, and it's on machines.
People are stuck in the zoo, you may be stuck in it too. People are stuck in the zoo, you may be stuck in it too. Social media technology consumes you a year, month, week, decade. Is a new update, new phone, a new laptop, you name it, they have it. Drones, homes, phones, they're all connected. People watch you, people see you. When you post something, the whole world can view you. The likes, the tweets, the comments, people like the satisfaction and attention they receive by random people. Stalkers, robots, kids, your family. Social media and technology is like this trap. They set people up for failure. Mental health problems and other health issues are consuming people's bodies because of the lack of real-life interaction. Why? Why have we put our upcoming generation in this madness? Why? Why have we not made any changes? Instead, people think of the money and not about the life we are supposed to live. We are zoos, brain-dead people who use AI to get past school. When people are spending time clicking, they don't realize we are supposed to be living. The world of screen becomes an endless feed. Fake news, fake images, fake everything, real face-to-face interactions we must not forget, but the digital life we will always regret. From smartphones to laptops, the gadgets we hold, technology powers forever untold. Every day, clicking gets you thinking. What would life be if we saw people face-to-face and not through a phone? The models you see on Instagram are very different off camera. People show their life is perfect, but you don't see what goes on behind the camera. Social media isn't an act. It's actually a pact. The next generation is not going to know what life is about because they see it through a screen in the eyes of Apple, Samsung, and other machines. The searching and Googling does not help you. Reading and writing might make it right. The things we make and create are messing with our heads. People want to know what we can do to improve the world. Let's change this first. Wi-Fi, data, cords, phones, laptops, AirPods, TVs, chargers. What more do we want? People want to make brain transplants too? Why? Why have we come to this? This situation is making us unreal. People might be smarter, but how will we work harder? Our lives are fake and mistake. What more can we give to make it stop? How is this helping kids grow up? How is this helping your generation grow? Every day a click can change someone's life and a tap can change someone's sight. But you're a part of the zoo, and so am I.
Okay, now we're going to two Puchas. Oh, sorry. Next we have a video from Pollux, who's in New Media 10, about Twitter to X.
Twitter, a beautiful web application meant to share your thoughts by posting tweets on your blog or on other people's tweets. That was the case until Elon Musk bought Twitter for $44 billion. Elon murdered a bird in cold blood along its name, buried it deeper than 9 feet to replace it with the 24th letter of the alphabet, like he thinks it's one of the most badass names he has ever thought of. Spoiler alert, it's not. X now runs in havoc thanks to a Dutch-fired billionaire who thinks they know what kids are thinking of these days. There are many problems when it comes to Twitter X, like advertisements. Advertisement after advertisement each time you scroll down is so annoying because we all know barely anyone is going to be invested in it. You think I'm going to be interested in getting a statue of the dog looking like it's reading this are going to be over? No way! I mean, look at what happened when YouTube made AdBlock unable to work. Total chaos. All because people want to watch a few seconds or minutes of videos that make YouTube money. Speaking of which, the drama going around with X is crazy. It's between childish fighting and famous users via messaging them with death threats. The recent fight is between micro-YouTuber Dream and voice actor of several popular characters such as Gumball from the Amazing Gumball and Leonardo from Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, Nicholas Cant. Their recent controversy is about Nicholas confusing Dream's real Twitter account with a parody, and he himself tweeting how he wants him dead. Long story short, both have their heads inside theirs. For the latter of the other drama, deep. Now, I don't know about you, but threatening someone to turn back straight after coming out of the closet is just plain wrong. I see so many tweets on how fans of famous people turn against them after revealing something about them that they do not approve of. Like what the actual... These are human beings they are commenting on, and they think they are robots made to entertain their needs. I feel like they should talk to themselves in the mirror to see how Jabba the Hutt would think of their negative comments they released into the world. These are just some of the serious problems that X has, but there's one thing that they have that really bloods my boil. Paid special treatment. So there's this one little thing called X Premium that pay a certain amount of money each month for more text space, editing your own posts, longer video posts, undoing posts, downloading videos, and etc. It also puts a funny blue checkmark on the right side of your username. Guess what? The people who buy the description are dubbed clowns. Absolute clowns. Anyone and everyone makes fun of them for paying for something so useless. Anyone caught with a blue check mark is forever shamed with comments and memes making fun of them. The point of Twitter was to tweet and comment your own opinion, which would not even be that long to begin with. Oh, how you think of the timeline where Elon Musk did ridiculously overpay for a web application just to see a better future for Twitter. Rest in peace, original Twitter logo. You shall forever be remembered as pinnacle of peak Twitter.
Thank you so much, and another round of applause for all the New Media 10 videos.
A Penchakucha is also called a 20 by 20, a storytelling format originating in Japan, where a presenter shows 20 slides for 20 seconds of commentary each. Welcome to the stage, Helia Haji, with her Penchakucha about the universe.
Hi everybody, I'm Helia, and today I'm going to share some information about my topic, which is the universe with e-class. So, what is the universe? Universe is basically everything included in space. Galaxies, solar systems, planets, the stars, everything. Even us. We are all part of the universe. Okay. So the beautiful stuff we see in this picture are galaxies. A galaxy is a huge collection of gas and dust, billions of the stars, planets, and their solar system, which are all held together by a strong force called gravity. So, let's talk about the stars. Did you know that the stars are born and die like a human? The thing that happens for them is that in their progress of growth, their core gets hotter and bigger each year until it explodes, and that's the death of a star. Okay, so we have 8 planets in our galaxy. Mercury, Venus, Earth, Mars, Jupiter, Saturn, Uranus, and Neptune. The 4 first are inner planets and the others are outer planets. There's a big difference between them. Let's go for our planet first, the Earth. Our planet formed 4.6 billion years ago from the gas and dust around the young sun. And cannot believe how much it has changed over the time. So here's the thing, our planet has just one moon. And there's a very funny fact about it. Did you know that the moon is enormous compared with our planet? Like, usually all planets have very small satellites and moons compared with them, but our planet got a big one. We cannot just ignore the biggest thing in our planet, right? The sun. Sun is the biggest star in our solar system, and also the main thing in the center of our galaxy, which held all planets together. And each planet has an orbit around it. So the differences between the 4 inner and 4 outer planets are that the 4 inner planets are mostly made out of metals and stones. They are much smaller, as you can see. They don't have too many moons and satellites, but the outer planets are totally different. They are enormous, they are huge. They have rings around them, and they are made of gas and dust and huge storms. This is Mercury, the first planet in our solar system, also the nearest and the smallest planet. The second planet is Venus. Venus is one of those particular planets in our solar system. The cool thing about it is that Venus spins the opposite way of Earth and other planets in solar system in its orbits. And it's also sometimes visible from the Earth. I mean, we can see it very easily. The Mars. The planets that NASA, scientists, and everyone are trying to make a way to make it to a new place for living. It's because the Mars had a thick atmosphere which enable the stability of the water on its surface. The second biggest thing in our solar system, Jupiter, that is totally made out of gas and huge storms. The interesting thing that caused it to be another planet is that the Jupiter has around 95 moons around it, and it makes it so special. But you know which planet has more? Saturn. Saturn has around 150 moons and satellites around it, but as you can see, all of them are so small. And the other thing that makes Saturn look phenomenal is this beautiful shiny ring around it. That's my favorite. So we have two ice giant planets in our solar system. The first one is Uranus. It's the first ice giant planet in our solar system, and it also has a very light ring around it that makes it so beautiful. The last planet in our solar system, and also the second ice giant planet in our solar system is Neptune. Which is very special because of this amazing and beautiful blue color that it shows us. So let's go beyond our galaxy. Let's talk about black holes. A black hole is a place in space where gravity pulls so much that nothing, not even the light, the fastest thing in space, can get out of it. They are very dangerous. Okay. Let's talk about the cutest thing in space. It's out of our galaxy. It's called Arikut, and it's in Kuiper Belt. And you cannot believe, but it's 4.5 years old. It looks like a snowman. So the thing we always see in the picture of our galaxy is this beautiful and huge donut-shaped ring around our galaxy, which is called Kuiper Belt, and it's made out of icy objects and ice. This is a supernova. Supernova is a scientific name of explosion of a star. And we don't have too many supernovas, but this is the most famous one and also the most beautiful one. The last picture is this beautiful picture, which is called a globular cluster, which is a gathering of all the stars together. Yeah, that's it. Thank you so much.
¿Qué dices? ¿Tú qué vas a
They have to be
presentar?
able to see the screen, so.
Yeah, okay, no worries.
Sorry, you're not on the live stream, you're on the camera, we want to get to the event.
Can I ask you guys to...
Thank you so much, Elia. And for everyone, grade 9 or anyone who's new to school, this is actually the first year we're ever doing Pet Pucha. So round of applause to Elia for being the first ever Pet Pucha. And next up, we have a Pet Pucha by Parsa about Persia.
Hey, hi everyone, I'm Parsa, as you know, or maybe you don't. But this is Persia, and it's the war between Persia and the Roman Empire. And in the States, it's called the Roman or Mother Italy and Iranian War. It's called the longest war in all of the world. It's about 900 battles between the two biggest empires. And the most of that war, the Persia won. But the Roman Empire attacked Persia for many times. In the next one is a Persepolis. Persepolis is one of the first cities in all of the world, and also it's the ceremonial capital of Persia. And you can see the map of Persia in that time. And after after that, it's the Middle East. We have a many countries in the Middle East, and they don't have a peace. That's the funny part. But you can see Iran, and after that, another common country in the Middle East is Turkey and others, the Saudi Arabia, and Israel, and Palestine, and Sudan, and Egypt. And in the next slide, you see Persia. And Persia is the same with Iran, and Iran is the oldest country in all of the world. And you can see how it was big in that time. And after that, this is Egypt, and Egypt was Iran too. So it's explaining everything. And it was the flag of Persia, and Persia is the first flag in all of the world. And after that, Tehran, the capital of Iran, the biggest city in West Asia, and the second in Middle East after Istanbul. And in Tehran, you can find the biggest mall in all of the world, and also the biggest book garden in Middle East. And it's one of the oldest cities in Iran. And after that, talk about Rome. This is one of the most important places in Italy. It's so close to Waterloo. And the problem is people in that time think this building is a devil, and especially house of devil. So people picking up many stuff from this building to build. And after that, the Darius, king of Iran. This king is nickname is Revenge, the king of the revenge, because he revenge of people from Afghanistan and Indian people, and also Roman people for attacking Iran. And next slide, we have Valerian, the most historical person in Italy Roman history. And his name in front of King of Iran because he died in Iran. In one of the war, he lost the power and people died. Actually, he born in 280. And after that, King of the Kings is called Cyrus II the Great. In the next slide, I will explain why this king is one of the most successful and important king in all of the history, and it's written 559 BC. So that's all. And next one, you see when Persia ruled the world. In Persia, ruled the most of the part in that world. Actually, more than the half of that modern world in that time. It's about 3,000 years ago. And the history of Iran is come back to 10,000 years ago. And this one, it's a game. If you like the game, the Assassin's Creed is a base of Persia, it's a homeland of name. They call it the Hashashin, and it's called Assassin in English. But it's the same, and it's about history of the Middle East, the Turkey, Egypt, the Persia, and that's all that. Oh, we are living in the world. We cannot live in the world without the first human right. The only human right is wrote by the first human right wrote by Cyrus the King, and that first human right is in UK now, and every human right is just written by them. And the fire, the actually oldest fire in all of the world, is burning more than 1,000 and a half. So it's still burning, and it's one of the signs of the Persia Empire in that time. And for the next slide, the main stuff came from the Persia. Like the post is Iranian board, and even the sound instrument is using the modern board is based on Iranian instruments like guitar. And you can see Iran was one of the first countries is playing instruments. And the first, you can see the art of Iran. There are two kinds of art in Iran. The history of Iran, the Persian art, and after that, the Islamic art. And you can see this art, and the most of these buildings is anti-earthquake. So that's something special. And in the next slide, you can see art of Iran is one of the art of them is working with glass. It's very common in very place, and you can see it in all of the buildings in Iran. And for the next slide is a Persepolis, and it's a picture of that. But because Persepolis, the part of it is burned by Roman Empire, this picture is actually the only picture I can find in Google, and it looks like that. And because I live
in Iran. I went there, and it's a very huge city for that time. And you can see the place at piece of place for Cyrus the King. This place is anti-earthquake, more than 2,000 and a half. It's still living, and people can go there and visit it. And it was such an amazing place. And after that, the Middle East, after the many decades, the Middle East changed. We have the Ottoman Empire, the Persian Empire, and Mongolian Empire. That's the different things. And Middle East doesn't have any peace in all of the world because it's the middle of everything. And if you want to get through, you should attack two countries over there. And inside the Mongolia, it's actually I can call it the worst part of the history in all of the countries in the Middle East. That country was kind of the wrong people, and they did attack to many countries like Persia and countries for that. And after that, that empire burned in many places. So that's all about the Persia. It's very hard to talk about it in 20 slides, and every slide is 20 seconds, but thanks for coming and listening.
Okay, can we just get one more round of applause to both of them for doing the first annual competition.
So that finishes off our Touchy Pucha category, and next up we have two videos from Ms. Thompson's EFG class, 3. So first we have Shay and Alex with What Do You Want to Be When You Grow Up?
Despite showing my shoulders indicates that I don't know, and then all those suggestions were telling me what to be when I'm older.
You can go to things.
Oh, you should do that.
Like this when you're young.
I feel like I'm the last person to choose what they want. You know, I'm just a kid with no life of my own. When I was younger, I was only from my innocence. I felt 20 when I was 12, and I was 16, stuck at 10. Not knowing anything again at 10.
I remember the carefully feeling the second half when somebody asks, what are you going to do when you grow up?
I remember saying I wanted to be a princess, and my sister to be my pet kid. It's stupid when I look back at it, but I will admit, I wish that I could say that again, truly believe my words, but now it's just on because I know
I won't be hurt for all those years at home words.
What do you want to do when you grow up?
I want to be happy. That's what Black Girl me would say. I do it in a good way. But now it feels like that wish has faded away, and I can sense I want to have a good life. I want to have a cool job, loving family, member of dog. I want to be happy. What did I get now? I sit here. I'm vigilant, tired, grown. 16. Is 16 grown? What about 6? When are we old enough to answer the question?
What do you want to be when you grow up?
I'm walking with no real impact. I wonder why I need to grow up if I feel like I won't stay intact.
I'm falling apart
the
at the seams. The seams just made a mistake. Now they're tearing apart everything while my hands ache from doing evil, stabbed a million times, only to rip apart every single line.
I wish I could be as childish as a dog.
Getting excited over the
Same foods, same toys,
same people,
same
noise.
noise.
I wish I could scream at the night sky every single thing I never said.
Because sadly there's no way to turn back time and let's let ourselves be children again.
I didn't know I would grow up. Now I just feel stuck. Like I'm on a line between life and death because I am honestly alive, but I'm grieving a part of myself to tell them I never had.
I think I could never live.
I thought
I have to be more mature than I really did.
My mind is a lonely, dusty attic filled with desperate ghosts and boxes of faded Polaroids.
If all the world's a stage, I'm really a player, and so much other direction. I'm an actor because this is not working. If grief does not speak, let's give it a voice. Beautiful funeral for our childhood. But we were never given that choice to say goodbye. 16 years, each one passing the blink of an eye, each one an individual eternity. Every year it feels like we step farther. So farther into cold, into dreary, into sad, into fear, into hate, into
responsibility. Everything is so fast, it feels like I'm moving in slow motion, not at all getting with the notion that others my age have. And I can tell you that I sink a little bit deeper every time I hear those words. What do you want to be when you grow up?
I can tell you. I'm running out of terms to describe how I feel when they ask,
what do you want to be when you grow up?
You do not love God. You
fear hell. You're just scared of getting older.
You don't really miss your childhood.
Why can't you just figure things out? I don't want to live I did not love childhood, but
Now
now
I
I
can
can
see
feel
all
that
the
I
misses
miss
those
those
very
very
days
days
that
that
I
I
had
had
your
your
night
night
coach.
coach.
I didn't have things figured out. I couldn't help it. Everyone told me I would.
Gradually, my feet start slowing. I recognize this as the start of
Floating toward my certain demise, getting older, and actually needing to be the age that I say I am.
It's really an interesting time, but still,
It's not that bad.
it could be worse.
It's
being worse. I'm fine.
What do you want to be when you grow up?
Okay. Next, from Tyler and Colt, we have Nostalgia.
Nostalgia is defined by Oxford languages as a sentimental longing or wistful affection for the past, typically for a period or place with happy personal associations. Nostalgia, the longing or yearning for old times, the sweet things that make you sentimental, a memory a long time ago to be held, and as you long to live the moment yet again, you are nostalgic. Everyone longs to find things that make them feel the joy of old times again, a distant scent, an old toy, or even a person that makes the past feel a little less foggy. However, there are sometimes certain things that stay with you as long as you age. One of these things is a person named Colt McLean. Yep, that's me. Like any perfect friendship, Tyler and I got along immediately. One fine day in grade 1, he decided to teach me about a girl that liked me. Her name was Brooklyn. Within a week, we were best buds. Colt and I were a perfect pair. He was the fastest and I was the strongest. We would oppose teachers and fight students who treated us unjustly, make hilarious potty jokes, and be a unit on the lacrosse field. We even had a YouTube channel. By grade 5, we were completely inseparable. We couldn't go 6 hours without talking to each other. And then, something happened. Tyler and I thought we would be like this. But in reality, we went like this. I was forced into a gifted program, secluding me from the rest of the school for the entire time I was there. Colt and I's friendship fizzled, and we didn't talk for almost 4 years. As the years unfolded, our lives took on different trajectories. I committed to lacrosse, and Colt left, starting to gain skateboarding sponsorships. We joined different friend groups and eventually completely lost our friendship. We were so far removed from when we were friends that we had no idea what the other had become. Things didn't look good for us, but it turns out our friendship was sleeping, not dead. Great time. I was at a house party one day, and across the room, there stood Colt. He walked up to me. That night, we reminisced about the adventures of our carefree youth for hours. It seemed like the years of separation had melted away. We planned to get back in touch, and we did. The bond forged in the innocent days of crayons and recess had proven unbreakable. Nowadays, Tyler and I are back to being good friends. It's surreal reuniting with someone you spent your whole childhood with. While I know we're the same people at heart, we've both changed immensely. The best way to describe it would be bittersweet. To me, Tyler is my definition of nostalgia. Whenever we hang out, we always end up talking about elementary school. When we talk, it's like you can still smell the cool air on a fresh morning recess. Growing is something everyone is destined to go through. And although sometimes painful, it helps to look at the things that have stayed with you. Although it's easy for us to lose sight of the child we once were, the answers we seek often lie in the past. Like a tree, our growth comes from our roots. Nostalgia is associated with wanting to be in the past. However, Colt and I believe differently. Often, people don't actually want to be in the past. They just want to be the person they were in the past. When people miss their childhood, they're missing the carefree, optimistic filter they saw life through. Nowadays, with social media, money, and worries about the future, we often forget to just be in the moment and relax. Perhaps people miss how present they were in every moment when they were younger. Although many of us have acquired pessimistic or jaded attitudes towards the life we live, there is good news. That wild, carefree spirit still exists within us. There's nothing stopping you from playing and running and laughing when you're 8 years old. That's the main thing Colt and I learned from each other. When Tyler and I were together, we realized it's okay to be childish. It is okay to let things go. It's okay to live your life to the fullest with the people you care about, ignoring the judgment of those you don't. So when you feel nostalgia, that slight clench in your stomach, a yearning for the past, Maybe it's your body trying to tell you to have some fun.
Shoot to reclaim the good qualities that you carried in the past, and create more times to be nostalgic about it. Thank you.
Next up, we have a video by Kaden Olsen.
Among the school kids of today. Every now and again, there's a problem that arises that causes mayhem and pandemonium among the school kids of today. But nothing, and I mean nothing, gets their blood boiling like short lunch breaks. Lunch break is said to be one of, if not the most important meals of the day. And if you ask the Riverside students, they would all say positive things. In this school system, we always got our lunch breaks. So how can this be done if lunch is cut short? I'll tell you something. Lunch is said to be one of the times when friends meet up, keep relations in order, maybe walk down to the local 7-Eleven. And how can all this be done if lunch is cut short? And sometimes the truth needs to be said. This is one of those times. Lunch is important to some people. And while we're on the subject, if you think lunch should be any shorter than it is, that should be a criminal offense. Lunch is short enough as it is already. So they should not be able to take away our lunches. I'll tell you what this is. This is a call to action. We as the community should do better to give the students time to enjoy themselves, time to hang out with friends, and walk down to the local 7-Eleven. So please, teachers, hear us call. Make our lunches longer again.
Another round of applause for all of the videos and the streams of the one today.
Now we have a couple videos from Mr. Schoenhall's young class.
Please use the people's choice now, and that way we can watch the videos while we're playing. Okay, get on your phones, everybody. Get on your phones.
Now, QR code is up on the screen, so scan it and vote for your favorite.
Oh my god.
duck underneath the camera. You gotta like this.
The results are all coming in.
winner of the People's Choice Award. So thank you very much for everyone for voting. The winners of this year's People's Choice Award for the new media category is
Tyler and Cole.
Maybe it's way to the bell rings. Never mind, you're all going to stay here till the bell rings. That's a better idea, right? Yes. Yeah, okay. We'll stay here.
Thank you.